Everybody. This is Mystical Ariel here to shake the matrix, shift, expand the minds, and make you think. What are you guys all up to? Hopefully, you're having a grand morning. But today, we're going to talk about awakening our souls, understanding this program, and reclaiming our power. Because you see, every one of us are here to shift this place, and some of us, well, we're just part of the program. You know, if you are hearing this message, it's because you've reached a point in your life where something within you is stirring. You've begun to see through the veil, and you've started, to realize that this world, this system is a distraction. Even some of the people around you are not what they seem. You are not crazy. You are waking up. But let's begin here. You know, this world is in many ways a program. It's a holographic simulation. And I don't say it lightly because science and quantum physics, they support this. And so do many spiritual traditions, and so do the ancient philosophers have known all along that reality is not fixed and it responds to the observation. The reality is what we observe, and the world is not built on just from matter, uh, but from energy, and what shapes energy is your consciousness. So you're not just some passive participant in life, you guys. You're not a victim. You are a creator. You are the one shaping reality through the beliefs, your thoughts, your emotions, and your energetic frequencies. Think about how you think and act in your life. See, many people are still plugged into the system, the matrix. They're too busy pleasing people and trying to be validated. But some are background noises and codes and just part of the system to serve as lessons for you. Some are distractions, people. And some of those things out there are traps. Yeah, people can be traps. They're not even real, some of them. They're placed to siphon your energy, to drain you, to keep you looping in crazy patterns of distraction, survival, fear, guilt, and shame, all that chaos. But once you awaken, you begin to see with clarity. You see? And then you start to notice these loops. They just keep going on in life. And the manipulation that's out there, the design the world tells you to look outside of yourself for validation and purpose and truth. But you start to understand that it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. Every hardship, every betrayal, every trauma, every part of your awakening is not a punishment. It's preparation. You see, this is where science meets spirituality, and both meet philosophy and religion in the center. So science tells us observer affects the outer. Come, philosophy tells us to examine our lives and to live them unconsciously. Religion at its core, before dogma and distortion, reminds us that we were the image of Creator, not just to serve, but to co-create, to act as extensions of divine intelligence in this world. So let's go deeper. What is trauma, anyways? Really? Once you've awakened, you realize it's nothing. It was not even in the story, but it was a test to see what you would believe about yourself. It becomes data, information. Yeah, it hurts. But after awareness, it becomes, you no longer are identifying by it or with it. You transmute it. You understand it helped you remember your power, brought you to who you are. Hey, Toma, good to see you. Some folks have no heart and soul connection to speak of. They feel dead, they do. However, provide examples of what human is like without heart and soul connection. Hello. Well, those type of people, you can look in their eyes and it's like there's just darkness in there. They just keep moving in destruction, pushing the buttons and creating chaos. Where they go, just a repeat of the same behaviors and actions. You can tell. At the same time, every day they seem to do the same thing. But what is trauma? Really? You've awakened? Like I said, it became data, right? You transmute you. because you remember you could rise. See, when you reach this level of awareness, you move beyond victimhood. You stop asking, why did this happen to me? And you start asking, why did I choose this? That's what I tell myself. What was I thinking when I said, yeah, I do this? For crying loud. Why draw the sword into the stick? No, I chose to draw the sword into the stick. And eventually you stop asking altogether and you start creating. And that's what you do. You take that mess and I'll reshape it like clay and you mold it. But now you understand the inner world, right? And you believe your thoughts, your emotions, state, they create your outer world. You get that. So it's not theory, and you try to take the time to have that inner world be at peace. It's the law. And even in a system designed to hold you captive, you are free the moment you realize the truth. The system has a way to break free. Always. Can't hold captives forever. Let's talk about energy. Everything is energy. Your words, your thoughts, your money, your relationships. All of it is energy in motion. And see, you don't need to chase what's meant for you. You need to align with it energetically. You see, when you shift your frequencies, you shift your timelines. Money is energy. Love is energy. Health is energy. They're not just resources you find. They're there. They're a state of being, and you embody that being. Thanks. I appreciate it, Thomas. So, you've also realized by now that the universe is not separate from you, that you are in the universe and the universe is in you. You are not looking at a distant creator hoping for mercy and grace as the dude points down at you. But the universe is in you and you are the universe. It is a reflection of your own consciousness. And consciousness is not confined to the brain or the body. It's not even local to the expansive eternal. You see, fear is an illusion. It's a tool, a weapon used by the programmed world to keep you small and tiny. But once you've awakened, fear loses its grip on you, and you see through it. It becomes a shadow cast by a dying paradigm. You know, this is the season of rising, not just for one person, but for many. You're not alone. Millions have been waking up. We are all over the place, remembering who we are. And we're reprogramming this system. We are redirecting the energy of this place. We're no longer victims of the illusion. We are architects of this new earth, and we get that. So back off, old prison system. We're going to fuck you up. Now you let go of your regret because you let go of shame. You let go of the need to explain. You awaken the people who are still asleep. That's not your job to do that. Your job is to live awakened, to walk in the authority, to create, to heal, to guide, to lead. You chose this to be here now. You chose to forget for a time so that you would remember. It would be much more powerful if you did that. So that's what you did. And now, here you are, you're remembering. And what will you do with it? Huh? What will you do with it? You have the power to shift your own life, but more than just that shift, you get to shift the freaking world, man. So I leave you with this. You are not just here to survive. You are here to awaken. You are here to reclaim, and you are here to embody truth, frequencies, and divine intelligence. And through that, you will reshape your reality. You see, this is a season, and this is your calling. And you are more than you know. You're way more than you know. Never forget that. All right? I'm sorry that you've had hard times. I'm sorry things have happened to you to blind you. But that's not what we're at today, so let's not go there. Mercy stems from truth. Chose truth, honesty, or go without. Pardon me, I find it funny that those are willing to lie to themselves and others often beg for mercy. True, you know, the amount of people that lie to themselves is ridiculous. And the amount of people that not only will lie to themselves, but they'll want to take their lies and use it to cover someone else's chaos. Why? Just shout the shit from the mountains, man. You know, we all came from a people-pleasing time. It meant we all came from a time of lying and not being our true selves. That's 100% true. But we broke free. We broke free to make change.